Hello everybody, this is me, Tim, back with another video, and this time it is episode 3, I guess, of Minecraft Survivor series, and yeah, today it's going to be a little bit different if you've noticed. Clearly, well, I'm actually doing the commentating while the video is playing. It's a little bit more edited than usual. I've kind of got inspired to do it that way. So I kind of play maybe half an hour, like you'd see a half an hour cut in my original videos, but I'm going to cut them down a bit more so that it's a bit more interesting and it's more exciting. So just the main bits basically, and I can comment on those. So this episode I'm kind of going to well, I kind of thought about mining at the start of the episode, so the first portion I decided, okay, I'm going to start mining. And yeah, there is a better way of doing it, but seemingly I just decide I'm going to just use a stone pickaxe, so that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I just think that that's just a simple way, and you know, stone is so plentiful that I'm just not bothered to get that much iron, because you know, iron is quite hard, and you can see that I do actually find some iron in this episode. So look, I found iron, and it's like cool, because it's sort of like this kind of bit of oddity that you don't like get too often. So it's really nice when you finally do get some iron, which is brilliant. So my trusty little stone pickaxe are working away here, and they're just doing me good. So yeah, that's basically all I can comment on. Lots and lots of working with my stone pickaxe and making little tunnels and incisions downwards. The hard thing is I do not know where, you know, to come up and see where I'm going, because I'm underwater, and if I go up then I'll just drown the whole place, so I don't want to flood anything. So you have to be careful of that, obviously, because that's a pretty big deal. So look, loads and loads of iron, lovely golden colour. It's one of the most like rewarding things to get, because it looks so cool. Like honestly, it looks friggin' awesome. And this whole tunneled area was I was sort of planning on maybe making like a big warehouse or something downwards where I could sort of store stuff and put a load of crafting tables and do, you know, double crafting tables and double chests and stuff, and then I'll find all my riches. But so far, you know what, we're only the 3rd episode, 3 episodes in, and things are just a little bit bare to the bone at the moment. We're just, you know, setting up the house, making it look more presentable, and this whole mining area is just a bit in the works. I mean, there's another area nearby which is actually probably more plentiful, and I know a cave that nearby that you'll see later in the episode, which has a bit of coal in it, so I'll talk about that. But you see, I'm still on level 3 here, funny enough, because I'm on episode 3, so you know what, I'm trying to gain a bit of experience so far, but really I'm just, you know, just doing a bit of mining. And it reminds me of the old days where I just do these little caverns downwards, and that's all I would do. Quite boring, I know, in the episode, but trust me, I think things will get definitely a bit more interesting as we go along, and advance in our quest to not die, because we have 4 lives. So you know what, we died in the last episode, remember, with the creeper blowing us up. We were on top of a tower, we got off the tower, I think, and he blew a big hole in the side of that area, which that area is kind of, you know, mining over that area is quite dangerous, just because there is quite a big mob out there ready to get me in that area. But I'm sort of on the sand spit, and it's just a lot safer, and there's quite a few islands around the area, so this is definitely not going to be great for resources, but once I'm happy that I've done enough here, I'll move on. Anyway, this bit I basically needed to get some, what you should say, some trapdoors, and as you can read here, trapdoor is a non-solid block that can be used as an openable barrier, which basically is what it says on the thing. And wooden trapdoors can be mined with anything, but an axe is fastest. Iron trapdoors require a pickaxe to mine. So it's basically just 6 across, and I sort of had to just look down on the page on Minecraft Wiki. I know I did this in like episode 1 or episode 2, was it? But it's simples, really simples, and it's gonna look really nice when I actually have it in place over here. So yeah, look at that. I wanted to do 2, but then I realized it was nighttime and I had to get just 1 plank of wood, so I had to do some more wooding tomorrow. Wooding? That's not a thing. I had to do a bit more chopping tomorrow, which was pretty obvious by that point, so I was getting a bit drowsy. Went to bed. It was sunset at that time, as you can see, and yeah, so I just basically just got those trapdoors, simples enough, and no, I think they're really effective in place there, because obviously I had to cover this bit up because I went down there earlier on. I heard some mobs and I was kind of scared in a way, and you know what, I tried to stay away from that and not get involved down there. So yeah, this was in the daytime. I even heard them down there, so I wanted to have a little bit of protection, which is clearly funny because look at that, that's not protected at all. So I've literally done nothing really there, to be honest. But let's be serious here. The house is pretty devastatingly ugly and looks awful. Look from this view, it's just a block with no ceiling. Initially I thought I was making a tower or something. I'll make a story on top of this, and then I think I'm gonna put the roof up, like a different type of wood for the roof, like a darker shade of wood, which means, you know, just darker trees. But I'm just gonna use their basic the basic wood, not the planks or anything for the roof. So it's gonna probably be a bigger job. Well, obviously it's gonna be a bigger job, and it's gonna take it way longer, I believe, if I plan on actually doing that. As you can see, my name is Bob, actually, there, just a little funny tidbit there. But honestly, the house was very easy to make, and it doesn't look half bad. The different shades of wood, that's the only really, you know, redeemable part of it, actually. So, oh my god, it's a freaking what am I saying, zombie outside who's on fire. Literally, there's always like at least one zombie outside every single night, somewhere around the house, because it's, you know, a big island area, so kind of peninsula, so we get a lot of those really a lot of the time. But no bother, we just don't really care. I mean, the zombies are just kind of harmless to us, because we're awesome. We're just awesome. No, the zombies don't really do anything to us that bad. The creepers are pretty deadly. But I haven't seen one of those in this episode, so it's fine, I guess I should say. I don't know why I didn't get rid of that dirt thing, but I'm pretty sure I should have. Anyway, what am I doing now? I believe that I need to get some iron ingots. Now the reason I'm gonna get those iron ingots is possibly for new iron weapons, which would make sense, obviously. So I might get an iron pickaxe. One of those, I know they're very useful, and I've used them before. They do last quite a while. You know, your stone pickaxe, you'd be down there and you'd have 3, and you'd use them all up in about an hour, like an in-game day or something. But with the iron pickaxe, you can use one of those per day, I think, or one of those for like 2 days. It's pretty crazy. Like a day filled with mining, just use those. There's also train tracks. I'm not going to do that yet. I plan on doing a little rail system, or even finding mines underground or whatever. But no, if I find those, then I'll use those rails underground. But I'm going to make a rail system way further on in this process. Not in this series, but in a different series. I went to the Survivor series, kind of dedicated just to surviving, you know, and that's way too hard when you have to collect all your iron. But no, I'm planning on making at least one weapon, and maybe for what's chopping down wood, for an axe maybe, and maybe a spade and a one of those farming equipment pieces. So that's sort of my plans for the future. Yeah. Okay, so outside, it's nice and sunny, and I believe that I've done this before with the sugar canes where you plant them, so I'm just gonna harvest sugar canes, I think. I don't even know if it works. I think it does, because you can basically plant them anywhere as long as there's water nearby. It's not like the ground has to be sort of ready for planting. But I'm not quite sure on that one yet, so I might actually research it after I recorded this episode and upload it. Just answer in the comments below. Do you need, I guess, oh sorry, anyway, coal here, look, coal. Get experience from that. I don't know why you want to experience from that. But anyway, sugarcane. Do you need any sort of ground to plant sugarcane? And what would you recommend me farming, and how do I farm it? Do I just get one of those scythes and then cut the grass, cut the dirt, and then it'll be ready for planting? I can put like maize down or something, or corn. But anyway, I'm gonna move all this sugarcane over to the area I want it. I can make paper with it, I believe, or sugar even. So that could be good for future eating purposes, because things are getting could get a little harder in future episodes where I'm gonna have to look for stuff to eat. I mean, I have 4 lives, so like, I'm not in any danger, but I really do need to keep my hunger at bay. Obviously the little mutton chops at the bottom of the screen, to stop myself from, well, dying. Honestly, it's not that hard, but we just gotta keep at it, you know, keep on going and cooking some meat and stuff like that. But we can also use different stuff, like sugarcane could help us farming, all that, and we can eat that as well. That's the main purpose of that, obviously. And for paper, I'm not going to use it for paper, mainly just for eating. Okay. Honestly, you could wish you eat flowers in this game, couldn't you? But look at that sunset. That's a perfect way to top off a day. Pretty good day, I guess. Not much like major stuff happening that day, but I guess we stayed alive in full health and didn't get hurt. Next off, we are outside, and this is pretty much our last scene of the episode, I think. I spot a spider. This is a really creepy spider. They sound way worse than they look, I think. But he was just scuttling around. He actually managed to come up with me. But of course, I decided to make a sword to combat this. It wasn't too hard. For some reason, I was looking to make a spade. I don't know why I did that. Because obviously I would make a sword, not a spade. That's kind of stupid. Anyways, swords are very easy to make, and I use a wooden sword because, well, it's a spider. It's very easy to kill. Ask me, are swords? Do you need to have good swords? Because I don't think you do. I think you can also use wooden swords. Yeah. To be honest, I'm not going to be fighting lots of monsters in the foreseeable future, so it's not that bad. And anyway, I do get experience. So I'm finally topped the episode on 5 experience, and I also get one bit of string, which was pretty cool. That was my first bit of string of the Survivor series, which was nice. Now we go back to chopping wood. I did this earlier on. You didn't see the footage of it, but that was very boring. But just to top off on this episode, thank you guys for watching. Just make sure to like below, talk about what games you want to do next, and what you thought about this episode of Minecraft. What you want to see me do in Minecraft. I might do another series of Minecraft creative, and I'm gonna make some pick art and stuff like that, and do like really cool train stuff and like that. Maybe use some mods, but I'm not sure about that at the moment. Anyway, that was a really fun episode. At least we didn't die, that's the main thing. And thank you guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below, keep in the community, and talk to me in the comments below, and like this video, and do all you can to support me. And I guess all I can say sign out is peace. See you all later.